Good morning, I am Pradosh Sharma and you are watching News Flash. Today is the 22nd of August and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking technological advancements. A devastating explosion at Essentia Advanced Sciences in Anakapalle, Andhra Pradesh, claimed the life of 14 workers. The blast occurred just before lunch, leaving 18 others injured with 3 in critical condition. The Indian government has accorded NCP Chief Sharad Pawar the highest level of security Z+, following a threat assessment by central agencies. The 83-year-old leader will now be protected by a 55-member CRPF team. The Joint Committee on the Waqf Amendment Bill, led by the BJP's Jagdambika Pal, held its first meeting to scrutinize the contentious legislation. The bill has sparked protests from the opposition parties and Muslim organizations. The committee will interact with the Ministries of Minority Affairs and Law and Justice to assess the bill's implications. Former Jharkhand Chief Minister Champai Soren has suggested that he may form a new political party ahead of the upcoming assembly elections. Soren, a senior leader from Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, stated that he can receive significant support from his followers. This development comes after speculation about his retirement from the politics. Israel Defense Forces confirmed a targeted airstrike in southern Lebanon that killed Khalil Hussein Khalil al-Makta, a prominent terrorist operative. The operation was conducted in coordination with Israel's Internal Security Service, Shin Bet, and based on intelligence from Amman. Al-Makta was linked to ongoing terrorist activities in the region. A new legal case has been filed against Bangladesh former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, accusing her of involvement in an attack on procession in Sylhet on August 4. This adds to the 33 existing cases against Hasina, further complicating her legal battles. The case also names her sister Sheikh Rehana as a co-accused. Former Indian cricketer Sourav Ganguly's wife Dona Ganguly and daughter Sana Ganguly participated in candlelight protest in Calcutta. The protest was held in response to the gruesome assault and murder of a doctor at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital. The Ganguly family called for justice and highlighted the need for a safer society. The principal of Kolkata's RG Kar Medical College, Surita Pal, was removed from her post following a massive protest by students and doctors. The protest was sparked by alleged gruesome assault and murder of a postgraduate trainee doctor at the college. The incident has led to widespread outrage and demands for accountability. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेडीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। RKDF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan caused a stir after asking fans if he should body slam US Vice President Kamala Harris during a promotional event. Hogan's remarks, which were captured on video, included questioning Harris' identity, calling her a chameleon, and asking if she is an Indian. The comments have drawn significant criticism. Former US President Barack Obama publicly endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris as the next President of the United States at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Obama's endorsement, highlighted by the slogan, "Yes, she can," was met with enthusiastic cheers. He emphasized Harris' lifelong commitment to fighting for those in need. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has embarked on a historic 3-day visit to Poland and Ukraine, marking the first visit by an Indian PM to Poland in 45 years. PM Modi's visit comes as India and Poland celebrate 70 years of diplomatic relations. His upcoming visit to Ukraine at the invitation of President Zelensky is also highly anticipated. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh will embark on a 4-day visit to United States to discuss enhancing the comprehensive global strategic partnership between the two nations. Singh is scheduled to meet the US Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan among top officials during his visit. Congo has reported over 1,000 new Mpox cases in the last week, highlighting the growing threat of the virus on the African continent. The World Health Organization has declared the outbreak as a global emergency. African health authorities are urgently requesting vaccines to combat the spread of the virus, which causes symptoms similar to smallpox. Iran's hardline parliament has approved all the members of reformist President Masoud Pezeshkian's cabinet, marking the first time over in 2 decades that a leader has achieved a full approval from the body. This early success is significant for Pezeshkian, who became president after the predecessor died in a helicopter crash. Tureen Afroz, a Supreme Court lawyer in Bangladesh, is under the army protection following an attack during the political turmoil that started after Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's resignation. Afroz was targeted by students who invaded her home, forcibly cut her hair, and demanded she wear a hijab. This incident reflects the growing radicalization and unrest in the nation. Bangladesh interim government has released Mufti Jashimuddin Rahmani, leader of the Al-Qaeda-inspired terrorist group Ansarullah Bangla team, from the prison. Rahmani's release has sparked concern among counter-terrorism officials who feared it could lead to increased terrorist activity and hinder ongoing legal cases against him. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.